A heated rivalry. Indians on the road as Cleveland goes up against the Chicago White Sox. It's Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports.
They love being here, and they're ready to cheer. Over 40,000 in their seats. And we'll see the Chicago White Sox playing to an eager home crowd today. 2K Sports presents Major League Baseball Sunday afternoon. The starting pitcher, Mark Burley. Steve, as he gets into this Cleveland lineup, what's he looking at?
Well, we got a lefty on the mound in this one with some of the best stuff in the league, among the elite left-handers in the game. Against a lineup that can certainly put runs up on the board, but you have to believe if the lefty can get the job done, he should put some zeros up.
Lineup for the Indians. We'll take a look, courtesy of Pepsi. And we're going to see Sizemore here. Now the Indians losing that last game. This is the last matchup of the three-game set. They've dropped the first two against Chicago.
Well, if I'm the skipper right here, I'm trying to shake things up a little bit just to try to find something to spark this team to get a turnaround.
And the first at bat of the game, it gets started here with a strike. Sometimes you do have to shake things up. What you don't want is complacency to set in, and they're a little worried about that.
Well, and they also need that pitching to keep them in this ball game, and that's critical for snapping this losing streak.
1-2. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropping out on that Burley pitch.
This cut fastball is a very effective pitch for this guy because it allows him to set up all of his other pitches.
Ground ball to short, and Ramirez fields the ball. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it, get a good part of the bat on the ball, and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. And Cabrera settles in. He is swung on, line softly towards right center. And Cabrera's got himself a hit. Sizemore on his way to third. Now a quick look for this game at the White Sox and how they are positioned in the field. So, Steve, any individual standout?
Well, they're confident with Alex Rios out there. Just a solid all-around defender with a strong throwing arm. He's a quality defensive player.
Hit sharply towards the hole. That'll be a base hit at an RBI. And he's in there easily.
Now batting.
Well, as a pitcher, there's absolutely nothing you can do about this. You hate these type of hits, but he makes a great pitch. The ball's just hit in an absolute perfect spot where no one can get to it in time to beat him on the throw to first.
Chu into the batter's box. Well, this offense, Steve, it's on the move, and now they're trying to carry this on in the ballgame.
Well, they staked out an early lead in this one, just where they want to be.
Well, you know, when you hit like this in the first inning, you start to anticipate maybe a healthy bit of run support coming in this game. Big swing and a miss. Chu. Strike three. He's out of there.
Well, he made it look easy right there. Slicing and dicing, just attacking the strike zone. 3 pitches, all for strikes, sitting out.
Here's Johnny Peralta now with the RBI opportunity. It's hit foul by Peralta. And the double steal is on. Oh, and they succeed on it. That's a double steal. Nice play. Burley with a delivery. 1-1 pitch, a fastball. Cut on, missed. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And good eye there by Johnny Peralta to even the count.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
Back up. Retiring Peralta. And Cabrera will score.
A good piece of hitting right there. Listen, he's not a star, but he knows what to do. Good, productive at bat.
Nope, that one not in there. Burley misses. One 1-0 pitch is a fastball. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
0-2.
The 2-1 pitch. Changeup. Called strike 2.
But Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
Well, he was able to ring up that K, and he needed it, and it got him out of the inning. And it didn't take long. Our first 2 runs. First inning. And Jake Westbrook is the pitcher. He'll get the start for Cleveland. And as he looks at this White Sox lineup, what are they going to see from him today?
I've got a good right-hander on the mound and a good lineup that he's facing right here. And it's going to come down to execute.
There's a swing. A ball hit high, deep, straight away left. Gone! That's a dinger. They trim a bit off that deficit. A solo shot, only 1 down.
Oh, it just barely got this thing started, and they're already up 1.
Boy, if you're the leadoff guy, that's really something for the rest of the team to look at. You got to believe maybe this is an offensive day.
Now, the power hitters in the lineup coming up next are got to be saying to themselves, I want to get there quick. But Gary, they need to continue to score, but already the White Sox have some momentum, and they've drawn close.
Empty bases, 3 outs to go here. The pitch from Westbrook. Ramirez will foul that one away. Steve, you usually don't think you'll ever be in a situation like this where you try to play this kind of catch-up and back up the middle. And that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single. Lineup for the White Sox. Let's take a look. It is courtesy of Pepsi. John, who do we keep an eye on?
But all you ask from your players is to give them some consistency, and Johnny Damon throughout his career has done that. He's a guy that can hit for average. He can hit the ball of the ballpark if you make a mistake. The thing about it is he's a winning player. It seems like any team he ever plays on, they end up winning championships. That's what you need from a veteran like him.
And the 0-1 by Westbrook. Here's a swing and a line drive. And Cabrera gloves that one. Chance to check out the Indians around the diamond on their defense. Scouting these fielders. Steve.
Oh, Asdrubal Cabrera has great versatility up the middle. It doesn't matter where you play him. He has great range and instincts and the ability to be able to throw from any position on the field.
And a runner on, Carlos Quentin will hit, leading the MLB in batting average. The pitch from Westbrook. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. Bounces up against the wall. And he pulls into second base. That will be a double.
Such a consistent, productive, professional hitter. One of their best bats in the lineup, Gary. Now, Jake Westbrook has that great sinker ball, and he finds himself in a jam. Let's see if that's where he goes.
And he's got runners on second and third with just 1 away. What's going through his mind now?
Okay, right now I think he's only focused on this hitter. He can't give up a run or he ends up tying the game. So he wants to keep the ball in the infield and at worst cut down the run at the plate.
Still 0-2. Swung on and ripped towards second. And Beckham set down. And they get the tying run home. Here are the players with a little something extra. Extra base hit leaders this month, courtesy of State Farm. Runner standing at third. Here's Alex Rios. Always good when you can get a ball game tied up again so you're not having to look up, the offense doing the job.
On that at bat, he evened it up with 1 swing.
And you know, this game already shaping up as though it's going to be a seesaw battle. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1.
You know, Gary, it seems a bit early in this game to say we have a brand new ball game, but we do have a brand new ball game. As they brought it back here in the first inning, they've gotten themselves back into it.
Swing and a miss, gets away. He's heading for first. He gets the throw down to first base, and they'll get the out.
That's a great play there by the catcher. When the pitcher throws one in the dirt like that, he's really hoping the catcher will block it, keep it in front.
To pull even.
For the Cleveland Indians.
And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. It's taken for a ball, bottom dropping out on that Burley pitch.
This cut fastball is a very effective pitch for this guy because it allows him to set up all of his other pitches.
Over to Konerko. That's 1 away.
Right fielder Number 25.
And it's Austin Kearns in the box now.
Well, Mark Burley again established himself as the ace of the Chicago White Sox staff. You talk about a guy who doesn't throw hard, but he keeps the ball in play. He makes his fielders work behind him, and that's why everyone loves playing with him.
And for Mark Burley, he has turned into a real horse. This is a guy not only pitches well and often, but deep into games.
Well, he sure does. He's a godsend to the bullpen because every time he goes out there, you know he's going to give you 7, 8, possibly even 9 innings every start.
And he changed up for the strikeout, 2 away.
Let's see this one again in K-King. It's a changeup.
Well, just a great sequence of pitches right there, and it only took him 3.
Boy, that's about as fine a job on the mound as you can get. Marson's in the batter's box. Swings, lines this one softly to right. That looks like a single. So that'll bring up Grady Sizemore. Let's take a moment to look at the Central Division standings as the season moves into June. Brought to you by State Farm. It's the White Sox in first. In the second spot, the Twins. Third, the Royals. Tigers in 4th place. And down at the bottom, the Cleveland Indians.
Can't say we didn't see this coming for the Indians. It's been a rough go in Cleveland for the whole franchise and for the fans as they continue to struggle.
Right there in the top 5 in home runs. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. It's a nice day here, a little bit on the chilly side, but certainly not enough to detract from the game. Leading it off, A.J. Pierzynski, one of the best batting averages in the league. Swing and a miss on the cutter, 0-1.
Just a solid offensive player day in and day out, and a guy that really can deliver for this offense.
And A.J. Pierzynski strikes out, unable to make contact on that pitch.
I just don't think you can make it any easier than that.
3 pitches, up, down, see you later. He's already back at the bench. And here's Mark Tian in the top 10 in hits. Swung on, hit sharply to first. And that'll put Tian on first. Our State Farm leaderboard, the teams who have found power during this last month. The White Sox, #1. The Yankees, 2nd. In 3rd, the Angels. 4th, the Red Sox. And for the Blue Jays, they are in 5th.
Well, some tough lineups right here to pitch against because a lot of power threats throughout the course of these lineups. And they look for a pitch they can drive, and when they get it, they can take you deep. One thing they know they can count on in this lineup is his bat. He has been so consistently good.
Westbrook delivering the strike, 0-2, maybe a K.
Well, right there, you can just tell that the hitter was absolutely fooled on that pitch. Nothing you can do. You try to reach out and just put it in play, but he swung through it.
Down on strikes there. Nice piece of pitching work. It's Damon at the plate. First pitch. Here's a swing, a long high drive deep into center field. Over the wall, goodbye, a 2-run homer. Perfect time for a 2-run homer. That's what they wanted to get the advantage.
Well, that's what you want. Run support for your pitching and attack the opposition. That's what the White Sox are doing right here.
And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Cut fastball swung on and missed, 0-1. And the home run there, Steve, the pitching's going to have to be very careful now.
Well, that's right. Damage control is critical. You don't want this inning to get out of control.
This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. So there are 2 men down here, but they do get a man in scoring position.
Number 14.
Gets a letter high pitch, a good pitch to hit, and he takes advantage of it. Nice job.
Hitting from behind is not an easy thing to do in this game, but a little easier when the pitch is up there.
You throw it over the plate like that, it's going to cost you.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And yet another hit there, seeing the ball well. And the throw, and he's in there. Boy, this lineup, they are hot right now. The chances, they are productive.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
And it's Carlos Quentin in the box now. Just one player picking up after another, Steve. This is a good offensive show going on, and they're climbing the ladder with it.
Boy, so many quality at-bats for this offense. The pitcher has to make a pitch here and slam this door shut, or this could get away from him.
Has to get him to golf at that one, but he lays off, and 1-2 count. Steve, absolutely right. They can't afford to give up too many more here. This thing's going to disappear. A swing and a miss, strike 3, but a chance at first. The throw, and he's out. They get him with that throw to first base.
Now, Gary was really going for it there, but the catcher's able to get a handle on it, give it over to first base in time. If he doesn't get it there, who knows what it might lead to.
Outstanding hustle to make sure he does. 3 runs and open up a 3-run lead. As Drupal Cabrera leading it off. His lifetime average, 288 against the White Sox. And he starts Cabrera out. And that one's too high, taken for a ball as Burley tried upstairs. And Cabrera swings, hits it. In there, and this is going to be trouble. He's going to try to stretch it. Now heading to third base.
At the plate for the Cleveland
Well, this is the way you want to kick off an inning right here. He hits the ball right out of the box. He's thinking triple, and that's what he gets.
And here's the first one. Good pitch from Burley, swung on and missed.
Well, that's just textbook pitching right there. Exactly where you want to put the breaking ball. Either keep it down at the knees or even bounce it in the dirt if you have to get the hitter to swing over top of it. That's what he did there. Great pitch.
And the cut fastball's in there. Strike 3, 1 away.
K-Cam's going to give us a good look at the cutter.
Well, you'll see this one headed for the outside corner of the plate. And I think the batter might have gotten fooled looking for something else because that was definitely a hittable pitch.
And you get an out like that, he's going to head back thinking about that and not wanting another at-bat to end that way. He went, the decision from the third base umpire. He delivers. That one goes foul. And it holds at 0-2.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at-bat going.
Back behind second, and that gets down, and Cabrera's scoring. Cleveland continuing to deliver big offense.
Johnny Peralta.
Boy, I don't know in that count, Steve. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plates.
He sends this one in the air towards center. 2 away. And something to look forward to this Tuesday. It'll be Matt Kemp and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The St. Louis Cardinals coming to town. That one is scheduled for a 10 o'clock start in the Eastern time zone. And it'll be Valbuena standing in to hit. Lifetime numbers 7 for 25 off the White Sox. Burley with a delivery. 1-0 pitch, changeup, swung on and missed. 1-1. And Przinsky calls for the pitch. Good time to call for that changeup. 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. The Indians are not content. They are not sitting back. Get a look here at the manager, Manny Acton. This club's moving in the right direction offensively. Last half inning, pitching is now critical to give his guys a shot. They try and get this tied. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 0-1. Strike 2. Gordon Beckham now will have to keep an eye out on the strike zone.
He's an offensive machine last time out, a hitting clinic with 4 base hits in his last game.
And that one swung on and missed by Gordon Beckham.
That's how you use your fastball, using it very effectively. 2 consecutive punch-outs.
1 out. And Alex Rios at the plate.
And the 2009 season was a big disappointment for Alex Rios, starting out with the Toronto Blue Jays and then continuing on when he got traded to the Chicago White Sox at the trade deadline. Things just didn't get better in either place.
For Rios, just a .247 batting average last year. Nobody expected that.
No, not at all. And this is a guy who's a former All-Star. You looked at him in Toronto and you thought we can build a team around him in Toronto. It just didn't work out.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch. It's going to be Przinsky. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. Hot shot towards the hole. And that'll put Przinsky on first. And on the State Farm leaderboard, we have a look at the best on-base percentages around the league.
Getting on base is a philosophy. It's a mental state. It's really an approach, and these guys understand that. They understand they have to do whatever they can to get on. They have the toughest at-bats of any hitters in the major leagues. Well, one of the offensive leaders in the game this year, and obviously a guy who's getting the job done for this offense, is somebody they've really come to rely upon.
Headed for the middle. Great diving stop, Cabrera. And he will take it himself for the out. What an individual effort. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. White Sox 5, Cleveland 3. We got the bottom 3 in the lineup due up. And for those of you catching up with us, hi. I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Brantley's in the box. And the first pitch. Good pitch from Burley, swung on and missed.
Boy, that good late movement down, that cut fastball, unbelievable action on that pitch.
Taps this one foul to the right. Here's the pitch. Curveball, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Cutter almost rung him up, but it's 2-2. And it's fouled away. Curveball, strike 3 called, out number 1.
You have to protect with 2 strikes. It doesn't matter what they throw. He gets the curveball there, down and in. You at least have to fight that pitch off.
And it's Austin Kearns late. Not looking last time. And Kearns settles in, ready to go for his pitch. Good pitch from Burley, swung on and missed.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it, got him to swing right through it.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Good cutter there, but it's 1-2 now. 1-2 pitch coming. That's a foul ball. Up the middle. Beckham. That retires Kearns.
Let's take a chance now to take a look at where the White Sox sit today in the rankings in the American League. First in doubles, first in batting average, and they're also the #1 team hitting with runners in scoring position. That batting average, driving in runners, this lineup knows how to hit in the clutch. They're patient, they let the ball come to them, and then they deliver.
No runs, no hits, nobody crossed the plate in this half inning. It's going to be Nix now.
Designated hitter, number 5, Jason Nix.
The pitch from Westbrook. Swings and misses at the fastball, 0-1.
But just a little bit out in front of that fastball and that swing.
A little too eager, and he's behind 0-2. Still 0-2. Got him, one away.
Coming to bat.
Now, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action with 2 strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
1 out, nobody on. First pitch on the way to Damon. Swinging and a miss, and he falls behind on the count 0-1.
Now, Johnny Damon was a key cog for the New York Yankees in 2009, helped leading them to a world championship. You look at the at-bats, he got on base, he hit home runs, he drove in runs, he scored runs. He's a complete offensive player.
There's a swing. A ball hit well deep into right center field. Putting a little padding on the lead. Solo shot up by 3.
White Sox lead expanded here, Gary. They just keep getting big hits.
Base is empty, 1 out.
Alexi Ramirez.
And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Now a swing and a shot toward second. 2 away. Here are the top batting averages for this month. Our State Farm leaderboard.
All these guys have a similar trait, that ability to put the good part of the bat on the ball and make solid contact on a consistent basis. And they're willing to hit from line to line, not just being pull hitters.
Konerko at the plate. Look at the lifetime numbers. 280 against the Indians. Hit hard to second. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. White Sox up 3. Taking account of the ball game, there's Ozzie Guillen. Things have been going right for him. His ball club today, last half inning, they proved productive. Now they're looking to expand that lead. And here's the first one. Good pitch from Burley. Swung on and missed. On the ground to second. Beckham over to Konerko. 1 away. And Cabrera settles in.
But when you're building a team like the Cleveland Indians are trying to rebuild this team for 2010, you start up the middle. When you have Grady Sizemore, if he's healthy, playing center, and a great shortstop like Cabrera, you have 2 good building blocks.
Fastball just misses. 1-0. One thing they found out about Cabrera, that the shortstop position is where he swing, and he shatters his bat as he hits this one on the ground. 2 away.
Oh, Gary, he's pitching well right now. I mean, that's 7 straight that he's retired. He is really locked in.
It's going to be Laporta now. 250 average lifetime. That's 1 for 4 against Burley. This one's grounded hard up the middle. Throws on to first. Side is retired. So Mark Burley gets him 1, 2, 3. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. First pitch to Quinton. And Rivera has him 0-1 with a called strike. Hit sharply towards the hole. And it gets through. Not bad. 2 for 3 today. That's going to bring Gordon Beckham up.
Now breaking down Carlos Quentin's season so far, let's see how he stacks up compared to everybody else. First in batting average with runners in scoring position. He's also a hit machine, leading the league in hits right now, swinging the bat well. Every time he puts it in play, he seems to find a hole.
First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1. The pitch. Strike 2. Gordon Beckham now will have to keep an eye out on the strike zone.
Well, it's tough to tell a hitter to stay back on a fastball, but this is what he needs to do. He's jumping out trying to get to it, and it's just way out in front.
Got him there. That was a nice strikeout.
Well, a great job getting an 0-2. That third pitch, unhittable.
Guess he figured why waste a pitch, save the arm. He did.
Nice job.
And Alex Rios up. And one of the top 10 averages right now. 2 down. Now a chance to check out the league hit leaders brought to you by State Farm. It's going to be Przinsky. He's in the top echelon of hits right now. And the first pitch. Rivera gets him to swing and miss for a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive deep left center. This one to Sizemore. And that one's put away to retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand it. There's Maniac to the manager. He knows he's going to have to get more innings like that last one and have some production to tie this one up. Cutter misses badly, 1-0. On the way. He fouls that one off. Here's the pitch. He watches the 1-1 pitch, takes a fastball, strike two.
He looked like he was looking for a pitch out over the plate. That fastball down and in locked him up a little bit.
And he catches Sin-Soo Choo looking, strike three. He'll head back to the dugout.
Let's take another look at that pitch. It's a two-seam fastball and K-Can.
Couldn't pull the trigger. He couldn't even get it started.
Came right back with another fastball, John.
Well, you see him go fastball like that, and you know he has a lot of confidence in that heater right now.
Cutter just misses, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
The hitter saw fastball, the pitcher threw changeup. Not a good combination for the hitter.
A little too much action there, and it's 2-1. His batting average, .305 lifetime off Mark Burley. Peralta takes that one. It's in there.
When you can mix speeds and hit your spots, this is what you get. Nice pick.
He got him so far. 8 strikeouts today.
Now, good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
First pitch, here it comes. Fastball low, 2-0. Swung on and a ground to first. And he'll step on first to retire the side. Nobody left on base. And here's Mark Teahan leading it off. Great season, top 10 in RBI.
Number 25.
First one to Teahan. Here's the pitch. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today.
And now we've got a moment to see how the Indians are doing rank-wise in the American League. 3rd in triples, 4th in batting average, and they also show up in the top 5 in batting average with runners in scoring position. A real tribute to their patience at the plate. It's about discipline and making the pitcher bring the ball over and then hitting in the clutch. Consistency, professionalism. He never seems to give up an at-bat, Gary. He's so locked in this year.
Rivera gets him to swing and miss for a strike.
Well, this is just one of those pitches right there that he had a chance to put in play, but his indecisiveness caused him to hesitate. And when you hesitate, you are lost, especially in the batter's box.
Line drive. Gets one at second. And that's 2. A double play. And a great throw right there. Second base, strong arm.
Arm strength critical, turning the double play. It can be a matter of a split second to get the out. Great double play.
On the way. Valbuena. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. And we'll see the Indians next. A look at the manager, Ozzie Guillen. Satisfied manager, I think, right now. He's got the ball club in a pretty good spot. First pitch on the way. Nope, that one not in there. Burley misses.
Well, with 9 outs to go right now and leading by 3, I mean, I think you have to start throwing strikes. Just go at the hitters, force them to put it in play. Do not give them free passes.
The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, line softly behind second base. Into center field for a base hit. Time for the State Farm leaderboard. We look at the staffs that have been issuing the fewest base on balls for the month. Number 1, the White Sox. The Royals in second. In third, the Rangers. Fourth, the Mariners. Hit up the middle, and he gathers this one. That retires Kearns.
Now up to the
Gary,
plate
he had
with a
thoughts
Cleveland
about wheeling and going to second base right there, but instead just went to first to get the sure out.
Burley with a delivery. Too far outside, 1-0.
Offensively now, they've got to start to work the count. They've got to try to get base runners on and get things going here.
Now a swing and a shot toward second.
You see the pitch coming to the inside part of the plate, but the hitter, a great inside-out approach, driving the ball to the opposite field.
And with that kind of a cut, it may be impossible to get inside on that righty.
A lucky or good, either way, it's a great approach at the plate.
Grady Sizemore at the plate.
Well, Grady Sizemore has the potential to be a 25, 30 homer, 100 RBI guy. They need to figure out, though, is he a leadoff hitter or is he going to hit in the middle of the lineup?
Now the 1-1. Hit in the air to left center. Damon. And here comes the runner for the plate. And a run comes home.
Well, this is what run producers do in situations. They find a way to pick up the run any way they can. He hits into the out but gets the RBI.
Batting here is Asdrubal Cabrera. Looking at a lot of determination right now. They are closing in. These are crucial at-bats.
Well, they're narrowing the lead late here in the game, Gary, and they're showing some fight left in those bats.
And Konerko getting to it. And he'll step on first to retire the side. And heading to the dugout, Mark. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. And he'll step on first for out number one. Konerko at the plate. Grounded out his last time through. Rivera with a delivery. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. We get a break in the action. Here's a moment to check out the State Farm League leaders in slugging.
Boy, it's such an asset to an offense when you hit the ball out of the ballpark, and these guys are clearly so important to their teams. That ability to drive in a run from first base or to drive yourself in from the plate.
Here's Carlos Quentin. A great opportunity for him and the Sox. Well, there is one down here. You got a man on second base. Going to give up the pass, maybe try for two.
A hit here scores the man on second, so obviously they're going to look for the double play.
Here is the opportunity for the youngster Gordon Beckham. Pressure here on the mound. That'll bring up Mark Kotsay. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
With two runners on base and a chance for a big inning, they're going to the pinch hitter, trying to see if they can't generate some offense this inning.
This is a great opportunity here with a hit. Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1. He deals. It's fouled away. And that one is swung on and missed by Kotsay.
But keeps the runners right where they are. Now 2 outs. Not a lot of time left in this ball game. You cannot give them more runs.
And he starts Rios out. Rivera gets him to swing and miss for a strike.
That two-seam fastball down and away. It's awfully tough to center that ball and make solid contact. That time he couldn't even make any contact.
Here's the pitch. He strikes out Alex Rios on a swing and a miss. So they pick up no runs, one hit, and strand a couple. The White Sox 6, Indians 4. It's going to be Laporta now. He's going to get us started, 8th inning. Here's the first pitch. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropping out on that Burley pitch.
Nobody out here in the 8th inning. Strike, strike, strike. Throw strikes, go right at him. Force him to put it in play. A home run doesn't hurt you. Don't walk anybody.
1-1 on the way. 1-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for a strike. 1-2.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
Flied to right, and Quinton pulls it in.
Cleveland Indians.
1 away.
Designated hitter, number 7.
Chew into the batter's box.
The Cleveland Indians are going to turn around their fortunes in 2010. They're going to build it around Sin-Shu Chu, the guy that hits in the middle of that lineup. He has to take the pressure off the other guys who have struggled for the Cleveland Indians.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got about 0-1 right now. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And they get him at first base. Good hustle by the pitcher to get over there.
Now, great work by the pitcher there. He's normally not called upon to play first base. He does a nice job completing the task and getting the out.
Here's the pitch to Peralta. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. That is in. It's going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, late in the game and you're behind by a few runs, you're going to need base runners, and a 2-out base hit right here. This team needs to string a few more together if they want to try to tie this one up.
Well, not much of a threat at first base for the steal, but they are trailing. And maybe they'll try the element of surprise, but a lot of risk involved with that.
And Burley gets it by. Called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
It's 2 outs here.
Smashes that one towards the shortstop. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. No runs at a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crutch, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Rivera with a delivery. This one to Sizemore. He comes up with it easily here. And a moment to check out what Cleveland has coming up. We wrap up the Chicago series today. And then they'll have to contend with Adrian Beltre as they play host to the Red Sox. It could be tough going there. Not a favorable matchup. That series is 4. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far. It comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
The first pitch. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. That one gets through for a base hit. The RBI leaders the last 10 games, courtesy of State Farm.
Well, these are the guys that make the most money because they're the ones who impact the game in a big way, driving in the critical runs that lead to a team's success.
Here is Johnny Damon. Runners at first and third, 1 away. Rivera with a delivery. Too low on that one for a ball, 1-0.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
The 1-1. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's 2-1. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss. Damon not making contact to even it up. Well hit towards the middle. And that ball gets through, and the runner's going to come home.
Well, they just can't figure out a way to get this guy out. That's now 4 hits for him in this game.
And it'll be Jensen Lewis doing the pitching. He'll be the reliever for the Indians. Johnny gets going here against these White Sox bats. What are you expecting?
Well, valuable asset to come out of your bullpen when your team is in a tough
swing. Hot shot. And that'll get him aboard. They're on a roll.
Now batting.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
And he starts Konerko out. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. That first run is in.
Well, what a good offensive team, finding a way to get the runners in, take advantage of the opportunities when you have them. That's a good offense.
So Carlos Quentin comes up here with 2 runners on. And they've not had to struggle here at the plate in this game. They just keep building on this lead.
Well, they're taking advantage of add-on time, and the opportunities are there. They're cashing in, adding on to this lead.
Line shot into center field. And that's going to do it. Sizemore's there. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. The White Sox 4-run lead.
Left fielder, number 23.
And
Michael
Brantley's in the box. He'll start the 9th. And we'll get to see Bobby Jenks pitching. He's been chosen to take over out there.
Well, if you can get a start like this every time out from your starting pitcher, you're going to take it. He kept you in the ball game, pitched pretty well, and now turns it over to the bullpen.
And here's the first one. That one's drilled to short. And Tien with the catch.
Just having some difficulty right now trying to make up this ground. And obviously they've got a hill still to climb. And running out of time right now, only 2 outs remaining. So they've got to get something going.
Hit on the ground up the middle. Kotze. That retires Kearns.
Number 30.
Marson's in the batter's box. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch, here it comes. Ball! Hit on the ground. This could be the end of this ball game. And that'll do it, everybody. That's out number 3. This ball game over.
A good all-around effort, Gary, by the White Sox today allows them to get the win. They've got to be feeling pretty good about themselves.
And we take a look at our performance that earned the Pepsi Clutch Performer Award. Talk about a great game. Look no further than Johnny Dane.
Well, anytime you get that power stroke locked in like he did today, it makes it so difficult to pitch to you. But pitch to him they did to the tune of those 3 big home runs. And in any event, he's easily our Pepsi Clutch Performer of the game.
And Steve, they're able to win this game rather handily. A little bit of home cooking here that was right on from the beginning.
Now, Gary, as a player, you always like having the 10th man out there, and these fans provided that today. They were into it.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. For John, Steve, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Adieu, adieu.